Hello. Hello. I think we're good. Hold on, except for not everything's showing. I can sort that quickly. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. And there we go. Yeah, magic. Hey, how you doing? Well, yeah, I'm back finally. Well, I was actually back yesterday, but that's a bit of a story to tell. So I got back. First thing I do, I turn on my PC, and you know what happens? Nothing connects. Nothing connects. So there's no, like, I can hear the PC on. Everything's fine from like the offset. The lights are on. Everything. Graphics card's lights on. You know, all the RGB lights are on, so it's not a PSU problem. And nothing's connecting. So I try a few things. I thought it might be just, you know, in a couple of days because I was away for Christmas. And yeah, it turns out, well, I actually hit the circuit breaker. I didn't turn off the plugs at the plug points. I actually turned off at the circuit breakers. And it must have done something with my CMOS battery, which is like the battery used to remember BIOS settings, which inherently also is like things like your time and date, which I can actually confirm because it said it was like 2 AM or something, or 2 AM it said it was? It might have been 2 PM. I'm just trying to think. Either way, it was saying something like it was totally wrong time, right? Once I actually had fixed it, but before I fixed it, I wasn't getting signal. Now, when I first got this PC in 2020, I had the same issue, and I worked it out in the end. I had to buy a really cheap graphics card that was like PCI Express, so I could just, you know, start up the PC and get to BIOS, and I fixed it. But I actually have an old PC. I didn't bring that graphics card home, so I actually panicked for a bit, thinking, oh god, that's more money out of pocket. Well, then I remembered I have a second PC, like the one I was using when I was streaming back in like 2019, still exists. It's a GTX 670, I think it is. Actually not as bad as graphics cards I thought. I actually put some money into that clearly for 2012, 2013. So yeah, managed to put that in, swapped out the 3080 for that, got to BIOS, and the problem is it uses a riser cable, which is like, so if you think about PCI Express, you can connect directly into motherboard, right? But if you've got a certain design to your case, so for example, mine's a mini ITX, so it's very tiny. You have to have a riser, which basically is it's like an extension cord, basically, right? And that basically enabled it to go sideways. So it's like if the motherboard's here, the GPU can like sit above it rather than like normally where a GPU would go in like that, but it wouldn't work with a mini ITX, right? But the problem is the riser is only a generation 3 riser, and all modern graphics cards run on Gen 4, possibly Gen 5 now, I don't know if that's even a thing yet, but they run on that, right? So what that means is ultimately, when you have the auto setting on, it detects as Gen 4 compatibility for the GPU, but the riser doesn't have the ability to pass that data through because it's Gen 3. So then you don't get the handshake with the monitors with the PC. So when you do the post, which is the startup test, the operation start test, it fails. So I had to basically explicitly set to Gen 3, and the only reason that happens is because the BIOS reset to factory default because someone did the CMOS, hence why the time also was dodgy and didn't work how we wanted it to, which was a shame, but hey, it happened. We got fixed, it's all up and running again. I had to reset my pin as well, like that was a bit annoying. Like, I don't know why that happened. That might be a BIOS related thing as well, I assume. But yeah, we're here now. And I was just watching some stuff, some GTA RP. But I actually got a present. I got 2 presents. Actually, if I didn't put this here, effectively, it's the 4th version of this game right here. I've got Metroid Prime 4 on my Switch One. which is good because that's kind of where I was at with it mentally. Now I'm like, I don't think I need a Switch 2 for this. It looks like it plays pretty well on the Switch 1, and I still want to play it. I want to see how it turns out on my own accord, but I wouldn't buy a Switch 2 for it now, is my sort of take on it. So yeah, all's well on that one. So we will play it at some point. I don't know when we'll start it, maybe this week. I'm going to do this today, we'll get to that in a second. Clear Obscure, obviously, given how many days left we've got with the Game Pass, I want to focus on the side quests for Clear Obscure. I want to get that finished. I want to do the side bosses, but then there's also the Archie, which really we're just waiting for the last 2 artifacts. I got 1 artifact over Christmas, but the other 2 no go as yet. There's a chain. I feel bad because it's not their fault. There's a chain that I'm waiting for to free me up to finish the game. You know, that's just how it is, but someone is still holding up that chain, and that's what's annoying me. I'm all for, because the thing is, like, you got to be quite open to people taking their time, but we do generally have a month cap to get these finished, right? And so oh, that's not cough, I just wrong hole. They do take a month to finish, and you know, if you're not going to check in every couple of days saying, look, still no progress, all that sort of stuff, I'm not going to push for it either, because like that's the rules, right? But I can't help but feel a bit like, come on, I like I'm always trying to push the oh, let's have a bit, hey. Maybe that'll help. Give me a second. Yeah, I can't help but feel like, you know, I sent a message before Christmas as well. Like, it's nobody's fault that they couldn't get my items, they couldn't get their items, etc., etc. But the people that then don't check in before that, like, you can't unravel the mystery. I'm not saying everyone has to hint stuff, but a bit of communication goes a long way. And we're meant to check in every 3 days where possible, right? It's a difficult one because we Secret Santa'd everyone's stuff. So, for example, I think the one that I actually sent is like potentially lagging it, but I didn't really select that hard stuff. Red I just followed, so I looked at previous months and like tried to make a rule set that seemed fair. I'm not really too knowledgeable in red and blue. Tunic I've never played before. That would have been their first time, so I was like, I'm gonna pick something logically. Seems like it could be a good first run from what I gather. So nothing like, you know, set the rule. There was actually a rule set that I could set up for that one, thankfully. And I just adjusted things to make a bit more quality of life. And then the Zelda one, all Link to Past Order is given my seed from last month, but I think I made a few quality of life adjustments to make it slightly easier. So like, I think I said like 3 dungeons for Ganon's Tower or something like that. No, 3 crystals for Ganon's Tower, I think. If not 3, I think, yeah, it must have been 3, because I think I had it set to 5 originally, and then a few other things as well I think I set. So I was very intent on that. So I'm not saying it's them, but I'm just saying, like, because it could be anyone. It could literally be anyone. It could be, because there's someone who's got like, who had like barely 10%, but they've been very active in discussion, right? So yeah, like the Pokemon one, Whirling, he's, oh, sorry, I shouldn't assume. That last activity, 0.0 days, right? Their BK for 12 hints. They've been like that for days, and they're always checking it. Like, they're always part of it, and they're always playing their other games as well. So, you know, for example, like, the number of checks isn't everything, to be fair. Let's have it back on the 29th. Okay, that's tomorrow. Cool, I actually set. That's cool. Yeah, so I don't know. There's a lot finished. There is some finished. I think we're at 16 games finished now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, or 17. Someone else finished one. Just now, I think, actually. Zelda. Oh, nice. I might be in the chat. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so yeah, and then here's Deadage, yes. OG Legend Zelda. I can have a look at the text client here. Oh, that must have happened just before I joined, I guess. That's fine, never mind. A lot of stuff sent out there though. Yeah, but that's my point anyway. We've got 17 complete out of 52, which is like, you know, given we've only got 3 days to go. It's a couple of things, right, that can happen. Either someone hasn't done the checks at all, and that's slowing it down. Someone hasn't notified somebody out. Well, you should be checking anyway. I don't always subscribe to it. You should be pinging people to say, oh, found your item. You don't have to do that. You should be checking anyway, see what you receive and going back in. The other one though that can happen sometimes is that you get soft BK'd, where, like, in my opinion, what defines a soft BK is that you're too, like, mechanically weak to overcome a boss, but logically you could still technically be, so you either have to. It's a difficult one because I have had that in the past, like the Forgotten Knight refight or whatever. I did sort of struggle with that for a bit, right? But you have to try. You at least have to try. I'm not saying nobody has, by the way, on that. I'm just sort of rooting out what the reasons are. Like, I don't know anything, to be truthful. Anyway, I'm gonna do my bit. We're gonna try and push this along. Oh, also I marked this as Super Mario 64, it clearly isn't. Let me just set that up to Metroid, right? 2002? Yeah, I'm not pointing fingers by any means. I don't know enough. But anyway, one other thing, and I'm nervous because I've got this thing near me as well. But I have a new headrest, and it's a Christmas present. It's a massager. So there's an on-off bottom. There's power on. Heat on or off, massage directions clockwise, counterclockwise rotation, speeds from low, medium and high depending on your preference, heat therapy, it only stays on for 15 minutes. First time to press the on-off button, start power and heat function. Okay. Yeah, I think we can do. Let's try this out. Let's see how it works. Well, I've used it, but like I've not used it like on the chair. I've used it like on my legs and stuff. So we hit. Hopefully this doesn't electrocute me. That's what I'm more worried about. Look at that. It's like these little nubs here and there. Let's put that there. This might actually not be great, but let's give it a shot. So if I sit like this, can I play my game? It's getting a neck massage. Hold on, this probably needs a wider. Disco in there. Yeah, it's not shocking me, that's the main thing. Can I go lower? Dude, going a tiny bit lower. That's not bad. It's not bad, you know. I think if I go slow, it will hurt more though. That's my only worry. It goes quite tough. A drink as well? Or is this going to be like conduct me? I guess we're okay. It's usually when my phone's on charge, I guess. But I was just worried this would be. Anyway. Back to the game. Try this for a few minutes. It's only going to do it for 15 minutes anyway, right? It's not picking up on the... It might pick up once I actually start speaking. Anyway, let's try it out. I'm going to turn up my volume a little bit. Get my tracker up and running. And we're in Vendrana Drifts. I actually really like the, I probably won't use this permanently. I probably will use, use the other one. Right, so where are we? The Secret Labs one. Hello. What's going on? Okay, I got a new E-Tank, that's good. So Dustbin got me my E-Tank, and Lil John got me my... Yeah, he got me my... whatchamacallit? What am I trying to say here? The gravity suit. Like, this isn't even hitting me, so it's not a massage, it's making me like, whoa. I just can't remember stuff. Where are we actually going? We need to get back to Magmore. Can we do that from here? Yes, isn't really. It's like okay. Wait, can I get that item there or not? I feel like I can. Why wouldn't I be able to? Okay, either way, we're in Vendrana right now, so get. So there's 2 checks I can do now: underwater gravity chamber and under the ice. Yeah. Okay, cool. So because we can actually go here now, it's actually an important item as well. So we do want to do this. I'm not sure what we do here though. I know you break something. I just can't remember what. Why don't we like more like that? At least doing something. I feel like you need to use gravity to get the most out of it. So it only stays on for 15 minutes, which is fine. Wow, that's pathetic. I've got Metroid Prime 4. We will play that at some point for sure. Don't know when yet, but we will. Okay, finally. I assume we're meant to go this way, right? And am I meant to go somewhere else after this, or? Ah, there we go. Oh, this is the one. I think I could have safe scummed this one before, technically. But now I've got the gravity suit, so we're good. Where's my checker? I just can't see where it's at. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is actually an important item for somebody. Oh. Oh, that's second chance. Okay, well. Second chance is useful. It's not necessarily required, but it is useful. Because it means, well, it says what it says really. Second chance. Like a life, effectively, in a battle. Alright. Okay. I want to go this way, I think, and then go back up and around. Doesn't really do much for me. I think it's probably better where it, like I was using it before, like on the sofa and stuff. Good for my knees, actually. Or good for my calves. Like, last week I had like night cramps and everything, and yeah, honestly, like, I just need that tissue like massaged a little bit, to be fair. So we need to go higher. Can you take me higher? Oh, why did that happen? Scam. Okay, doesn't matter. We can go. We're going this way anyway. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Metroid Prime 4. I do sort of see where people are coming from now, though, with like the open world stuff, with the whatchamacallit, the fact that, like, okay, so I want to go somewhere like this isn't. I wouldn't even go as far to say this is the best like work on Metroidvanias either, but I still think the Prime series can do it pretty well. Not as good as like the 2Ds, but I think it can do it still pretty reasonably well. And look what it is. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on what their design choices ultimately boiled down to, but they did them right, so they made the choices at the end of the day. But yeah, I don't ultimately know what they were trying to achieve. But yeah, my biggest problem is, like, from what I gathered from I didn't watch much, but I watched enough to sort of like gauge an opinion, right? I don't really have a problem with the voice acting stuff. I played enough Halo. I know what they're trying to do. They also go for did I really just do that stuff, which I do hate, admittedly, but it's not to the point where it will irk me and stop me from playing. It would be like a -1 point if it was a 9 out of 10. If it's like an average game, it probably won't bring it down much more because it'll just be another average point of contention, right? So yeah, I don't really ultimately have a problem with that. But the thing I sort of noticed is you go to an area, right? You do your thing in the area, and then you go back to the hub, which is like what we're trying to say. The hub is not Fendra. Sorry, that's here. That's literally where we are right now. What we're trying to say? Oh, the desert, the big desert, right? So you go to, and then you go to the next area via the desert, and then you do stuff, and then you go back, and maybe you do have to backtrack. It's always via the desert, right? Kind of like Ocarina of Time. Kind of. I don't want to say it is, but it's kind of like that. But yeah, I don't know if I like it, the idea of that, but they made their choices, eh? They made their choices. Okay. Ah, here's one. Awesome. Layer 1's autograph. I'm not really sure what the next play is here, but we'll figure it out. So we want to get up here, I think, yeah. Okay, that's easy enough. I thought that would break. It looks breakable, right? What Rubuses. But I think that's all the items in the area. Right. What we actually have to figure out now is where do we go? Where do we go next? Where do we go next? Okay, definitely want to go up here. If there's any teleporters at the bottom of Vendrana, there is one just before the boss though. Let's see. Oh, actually, I might be going to take. I'm not 100% yet. You know what? Don't know what's happening there. Okay. Yeah, we need to get back to Magmore. That's the real move right now. Okay, I got one right. So. Now, where do we go from here? Didn't I start in this room? I go crazy. No, I don't think I did. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Oh, I'm also very aware how late I sort of started my stream, so I'm not sure I'm going to do much with it today, but we'll see. Hold on. There is an E behind me. Oh yeah, no, we don't. No. Oh, that wasn't worth it. Okay. I think this is where we want to go. I realise now I'm not 100% sure who's going to be working tomorrow. Like, so if like upstairs might be back to work, downstairs might be back to work, that sort of thing, right? I have to respect that somewhat. A few more. Yeah, 15 minutes then. Cool. Yeah, didn't really do much. It's still cool to try it, but I think I need to set up better so it's like low on my neck, to be honest. Had to go in and hope there for a little bit. We got a long way till we get back there as well. Like, these nubs actually do sort of help. You can sort of like lean on them, which is kind of cool. But they're not as comfy as my other one though. Maybe you could put the comfy one on the top and it would still do a good job. I doubt it. It could. There we go. How many E-tanks am I? I think I've got 11 out of 12 now, so we're kind of getting there, which is nice. Keep forgetting, like, these take 2 hits. I think this is a hard mode thing, potentially. Constantly forgetting I'm playing hard mode a lot of the time. But yeah, let's carry on. Man, I'm just excited to have, like, tomorrow feels like my actual first proper day off. Like an actual holiday, you know, vacation from work. Not to say, like, last week was obviously great and it was family oriented and all that, you know, it was great, but I would still go as far to say it was definitely, you know, you're traveling away. I'm not doing the things I want to do with my time off. I'm not studying ultimately, which is important for me right now. I need to study a little bit. Definitely going to study a little bit. But yeah, I'll come in time. I just realised I don't think I have one goes to Magmore anyway, so we're fine. Shouldn't be a problem. Music. Oh. There's anything else I can get. We just need to get back to the very start of Vendrana, in my opinion. I'm definitely having a takeaway tonight, I've decided. Like, I'm pretty sure money at the moment, but like, I've got paid for next month. Ooh, is this actually what I was... No, this will take us up, right? Yeah. I've got enough for like one takeaway, I think, before New Year, though. I've just sort of accepted the fact that, like, until I like get a salary increase or a new job, I'm just gonna have to accept that, like, I'm not living paycheck to paycheck I'm just gonna have to accept it and make it in. So we'll never have that takeaway, you know? And the fact I managed to keep it like pretty close to even on in December is actually pretty good. Sometimes you go a bit over. I always like try and be strict as well, not use my early payday that you tend to get in December. Like, I've always been very intentful, unless I absolutely need it, to try and avoid it. January's a quiet month anyway, so like usually you can save. Even maybe save is the right word. Maybe you can usually like get to the end of January, even if you start using your payday money a little bit earlier. You know, as long as you budget and everything, obviously. Obviously. Good. Yeah, it's yeah, it's definitely something that I need to sort it out either way. Like, I was just like, I've done a lot of the maths on it. I've done a bit of calculation against inflation, and I believe that I'm like in terms of quality of life, I am earning less than my my mid-level, well, yeah, just like developer role that I had. Admittedly, I became a tech lead in that same job, because a lot of people got made redundant, to be fair. That's why I got put in that role, you know. It's like, oh, cool, yeah, do you want to be a, oh, well done, you're so good, you became a tech lead. When really it was just they got rid of loads of people and they didn't have one, and who was going to lead? And I was kind of ready, like kind of ready. I wouldn't say I was fully ready. I was ready enough. I was ready enough. But yeah, like that's is it that salary or was it? No, it would be the next one. Actually, I'm lying. I am actually lying. It would be my technical architect role. I had a not big four, but would be considered if there was a big six, maybe big eight. I don't know. Consultancy company. They do more than just consulting. That's why they're not like a big four, right? They're not most known for being a consultancy. They do other things like AI. They're like the OG AIers. Like, you know, I'm not saying they're the first people to ever do AI, but they were definitely like early adopters of it back when 10 years ago. You know, when they were trying to push it forward, and now it's just grown so much that their version was kind of naff, to be honest. But yeah, it was kind of naff. But yeah, they did that. They do hardware, but obviously that's also a thing now because you've got Google Cloud and all that good stuff, and AWS and Azure. So that was very second place in a lot of things, but they do stuff. They do have good things as well. But I worked in their business operations part, right? So it was slightly different. It was a slightly different thing. And I was a technical architect for like an e-commerce implementation team. We worked with clients. We did, you know, we basically use this one framework, which it's now known as SAP Cloud Commerce. I think it was known as Hybris back in the day. I was very good at it. That's like probably kind of sad. It was definitely a lightning in the bottle moment for me, unfortunately. You know, it's just how it is. With technology, you got to keep on the pulse. New technologies come along, old ones go, etc. You just have to deal with it. Yeah, just gotta deal with it. Right. Yeah, so in that job, my salary then, which merely had a signing on bonus, so it was a little bit less the year after when I left. So it wasn't like straight up the same in year two, but you know, assuming I would have eventually been able to negotiate that salary back somehow, my year one salary, the quality of life from that year would have gone under the same conditions, obviously, you know, me living on my own, single man, etc., etc. Would have gone a lot further, which I find absolutely astounding. 20%. Well, actually, no. What that was is the exact amount as what I should be on now. Oh, when 2021. Now there's a 20% deficit even still, and that just makes it really awkward. Like really awkward. Now it's like I've not had a single pay rise. I've worked there for 4.5 years and I've not had a single pay rise, and You know, like it's one thing to not, you know, I do work for a startup. I will caveat with that, but it is one thing to, you know, there's a few other issues that I've got to resolve as well, relating to my options, I guess, which I really need to get sorted. Because otherwise, it's like I'm not really working for. I'm just an employee at the moment, as far as I'm concerned. I'm not like contributing to the startup culture or anything. Because like they made a big mistake setting it up for me, and it's actually really hindered things, and like my sort of I just hate it. I always got told to get a pay rise, I never did. Like my thing is, I'm not expecting big, huge fuck off ones, right? Like you would in a consistently run company that's huge, set up, and you know, fully functional with teams of hundreds, right? We're not that. You count on one hand how many actual employed people there are. But that's more the reason why, like, not even getting anything. I didn't get a Christmas gift. I didn't get like a thank you. Why would I want to? Why would I want to be there? Why would I want to? Why would I want to continue working? You know. Yeah, it does get me thinking. But we'll see how things go. If I get like, I just want inflation increase. That's all I want. Because I'm struggling now. Like, it's crazy to me that I can be in an IT role, like a software development role, and actually do more than that now. And somehow I get to the end of the month and I'm like, what the fuck? Where the fuck's my money gone? Why am I not saving anything? Like, you gotta look at it this way, right? I do budget, like, I still get to do stuff during my month. Okay, so like, take the fact I bought an analog 3D, right? But that money came from me saving for what was going to be a Switch 2. And then that got announced again. I missed out the first time, but then like the second time, oh, I actually could use the Switch 2 money that I've been saving. I still had like another month or two on the Switch 2, right? But I budgeted some money and put some aside for Switch 2, for example. And then I used it on that instead. And I get to do that, but like, then I would have to sacrifice other things, you know, instead. So like, I can't buy clothes as a result. Or if I did this month, it was, put simply, I went to Primark, which is not, you know, I'm not ashamed by that. I actually I'm okay with that. Like, you know, I come from a background that I didn't have that much. Like, I was more the hand them down than the hand me down because I was the oldest, right? But I did, you know, we got pre-owned games, we had to do a lot of, you know, trade-ins ourselves to get new stuff. I think my games made in 64, whilst I don't think that was first hand. I think Ocarina of Time was pre-owned, if I recall. And that's not a problem. I think that's great. You know, I was able to get a lot of great things in life because there were schemes for like things like gaming that I could, you know, pick up on. Same with clothing. Like I reckon we shopped at Matalan more than any other. Okay, granted, when I lived in Northampton, we lived right next to one. But even then, like, you know, when it came to stuff like TV stuff, like hi-fis and stuff, we were quite lucky because my dad worked in a department store, so he was a manager for like. Eventually he became a store manager, I think, but at one point he was like, you know, audio visual, I think they called it, right back in the day. He used to manage those kinds of departments, so we'd get like good deals on TV, on a system. I think we had like a Ivor, was it Ivor we had? Sound system, which was pretty cool back in the day. trying to think what else. We had a decent TV. We had a decent Panasonic, a huge one at one point. I say huge, it wasn't wide. It was widescreen, but it wasn't like the dizzy heights of like the 40-inch TVs that you see these days. It was still like 28 or whatever, right? But it was a big fuck off CRT. Okay, cool. So we can actually do this now. But yeah, like we did the best we could and actually managed to like do okay because of like my dad's sort of like connections with his job and everything, which was really cool. And my, but we never got apart from that, like we never got like the greatest stuff, but I've never had a problem with it. I've never had a problem with that. I thought I was like, I was always aware of it when I was younger. The only thing that like was a bit difficult was when I couldn't, I could only get like, was it like £1 pocket money a week, which is like, it took me a while to get my head around it, I guess, when I was like, why is everyone else getting 5? So we can afford, so, which is fine, like that's how it should be. I had no problem with that, I just didn't get it originally, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I mean, that's all cool, either way. But then I like, when I actually started, like, I moved my career to London, obviously I went up in the career ladder. Yeah, I went up in the career, like, nothing to be ashamed of, like, getting promoted is a good thing. Moving to the capital city was a good thing. Well, actually, I started working in the capital city, then I decided to move. There's no way you could get me commuting on a daily basis like I did in 2014, ever again. Ever again. Like if, when you, sorry, I just need to check, sorry. When you have 2 hours of your day taken just from the commute alone, let alone the start of the commute, the end of the, the walking part, I guess, what I'm trying to say. It was just too much. It was just too much. And then there'd be the delays on top of that, which happen very regularly. Cancellations as well as delays, by the way. That's just how the trains are here. Save. Yeah, it was not great. So I moved here. My first flat was actually pretty well priced. I lived in Primrose Hill. That was the other thing. It was crazy. I lived in Primrose Hill. Very posh. It was like I was well out of my depth there. I love it here, but I was well out of my depth. Sure. Yeah, I was well out of depth when I lived there. But my flatmates were great. It was a good time, and like I said, rent was cheap. The flat wasn't great. It was good, but it wasn't like good. It was, my wall was paper thin. Starters. Wonder if you could roll up there. You probably could, if it's good enough. You actually flatten that body. Nice. Yeah, like, it was a good time. I was very, very lucky with my first flat, and my second flat as well. My second flat was also cool. A little further out, but yeah, it was cool. Don't even tell me. I hate it here. A third? I don't think there is, is there? Or there isn't a third this far down, or maybe there is. I'm glad I checked. Okay. But yeah, yeah, and then like when I was in that second flat, that's when like, my career pivoted a lot. That's when I got my job at the the big six consultancy. I'm going to keep calling it. You know, that's where I landed, and it was a good job. It was a very good job. That, you know, I did me okay for a while. Hold on. Yeah, this. Yeah. Then I ended up contracting something I would love to do again, but the landscape isn't the same as it used to be, and I just don't think I can do it anymore. I'd love to contract again. I just think my expertise on certain subject matters like, even though I did get, you know, obviously I got paid very handsomely as well, but my knowledge that I provided on two projects actually, where, you know, I was worth every penny, at least in my opinion. But that, I'll never get that again. Even if I do contract again, I'll never get what I had there, like salary-wise or anything like that. It was a lightning in the bottom moment, and I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. These look like they're made to be broken, but clearly not. There is an item that's right at the bottom, I think. Could I even go? I don't think I could get here from the other way, could I? So this is like first time coming in as well. Think about this for a second. I don't really know. Is it a button? Maybe it's a button instead. Oh, door has no... Oh, okay, yes. Well, that's a cordite door there, okay. There we go. Right. What do we... Oh, I guess I gotta do this, right? Oh no, E4. Okay. Yeah, so like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, you know, oh, I did okay, but I also lived in a flat share, I remember, originally. So, like, before I moved and lived on my own, which was when I moved on my own when I was contracting, I think. Yeah, it was. I just had enough of the people that I originally moved in with in London. They, like, one of them had already moved out by this stage, and the other was about, like, also thinking about moving out, and like, I kind of was thinking it too. And they did actually move. Yeah, we had the first replacement, which was cool. She was actually really cool. So recently on the social media, 2 kids. Like, I was like, oh, 1 kid, fair enough, but 2. But you know, it was 7 years ago. It's not that far-fetched, really. Just caught me off guard, I guess. I don't know. You just always remember people how you remember them, right? And then I was like, oh yeah. And if I was like 30 back then, 29, going on 30, they were pretty close to me, age-wise, except for one eventually, which I was about to get to. So when the second person moved out, it was just me of the OGs. Her brother moved in, and he was like a uni student. He was, I think, 3rd year though. I don't think it was 1st year. But that's quite a considerable wage gap, you know. And he wasn't actually that bad. He was actually reserved. He wasn't too bad, actually, all things considered. But he did... Yeah, it was some like more the life skill stuff, like how he cooks and like how he washes, and you know, it's the stuff that you just shout about when you're like in your like 20s to 25, right? And then by that point you'd expect everyone to be somewhat competent at life to an extent, right? And that was kind of missing for him, which may, you know, it wasn't like, for example, he didn't cancel our water bill, changed it to my name, or he set it up in my name. Like I had to ring like Thames Water, my new place. Like they were threatening me. He's like, well, you actively accepted this person as me, but the card payment didn't come from me, so you didn't do a KY. Well, I wouldn't have called it that back then because I'm, you know, this is pretty new to it, but yeah, they didn't KYC ultimately, and they could have gotten in a lot of trouble for that. I could, you know, I probably wouldn't have. I always would rather resolve something first, but that, you know, that could have been like massive legal trouble for them if they push forward on that, because I never once said, oh yeah, I'll what is this? I've just never seen that before. I didn't sign up. No one should ever do it on your behalf, ever. Like, I think it's this corridor, isn't it? That we... Is there this one? No, there's still one more. Okay. Just be silly. Yeah, so that happened, but like, even then, he was okay. Actually, eventually, the thing that actually started to like hack me off was his sister, who was the original first person that moved in, you know, replacement, started seeing someone, and then like they're actually married. That's the, you know, family that I was telling you about, to be fair. But it was like, he was a bit insufferable and kind of annoying, and like some of like the racket he would cause. It wasn't like party racket or anything like that, so it wasn't that bad in that respect, but he was still a bit annoying. I can do this. I don't know if I need to do this one or not. Next second before we get back on to that. Need all the bombs back. It's only a gold school tool. Oh, so it still might be important. I don't know if they're chasing the school toolers, but they are, and that will be important. I've got some yellow ones here that I might be able to get. It might be a save scum type thing. I'm hoping. But yeah, like, so he won't get annoying. It's like, I don't know. It was definitely by that stage. It was it wasn't a flat with friends, right? It was just like other people I was renting with by that stage, kind of. And I don't know. It was just like that. When you get to that point where it's like they were around all the time, and they're just like, man, fuck off, like, please, with respect, fuck off. You know, even I thought like passive aggressively, like that is what I was thinking. I need to go. So I need to go. Oh yeah, because it's spider ball, isn't it? That's why I think it is like it is. Let's see if we can get that anyway. Mind you, is it not the bottom one? What one is the hook? It could be in the thin corridor, I guess. You think I need to go to the bottom? I'm not sure which one's which again, I have actually forgotten. Yeah, so like after that point, that's when I moved out effectively. Yeah, see, I don't think I can get up here in any way. Like there is like some trick, but we're no better than we were before. Skills. It's also that room. That's the gravity suit room, I think, right? One of those. It's one of the suits. I'm pretty sure we'll be there, but we already beat there, so. I'm on the station, doesn't really matter, it's magma. Let's go. So, because we've got magma, have I actually finished all the checks otherwise? No, there is still one in Watery Hall in Bingo. Oh, but we're not, I don't want to go that way yet. Just the Magmore, what I'm hoping is this will get me to the phase on mines. That is my hope. We'll have to wait and see, but hopefully we can. Skip everything if I can. We've got all the harder enemies now as well, which is fantastic. Barn open. Nice. I think we got this one. It looks like it's done on my chair. Yeah, I think we did actually. I just save scummed it, didn't I? But fuck it, let's grab it again. We didn't have double space jump before, so there might have been a way to get out bombs maybe, but that would be the only way I could think of. I haven't drank much of this yet. But yeah, all that aside, yeah, I ended up living on my own. But that was when I was contracting first, right? But yeah, granted, I had enough money to cover all my expenses when I, was living alone in that circumstance. But taking into account, like the 20% assumption, this is going all the way back, by the way. All the way back to the point. The 20% that I mentioned earlier. The only reason why that was use your head, man. Yeah. So even if I had the salary I had then, I would have been able to afford renting on my own, technically. In hindsight, it probably is valid. I think I would have been able to. So this would have been the other bit where we would have come down if it went the other way, but that's alright. This is the furthest bit you can go without this. We do have to basically bolt it at this point. There you go, but because we've got gravity suit now, we can actually get past it, so that's nice. Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, we want to do this. What room am I in? Oh, I'm in the room. Oh, no, not in the room after. That means they checks here, so we're good. I think this one has some unusual. I'm going crazy. Okay, let's do that and see if it works. I have to hit the weakness, I guess. But yeah, so when I started my job in 2021, when I first came back from Canada, you know, it's literally the moment I had the quarantine weeks, and then I was straight into my job. That's it. Which I'm still happy that I did. I feel it's the right move. But that is what I did. That is what I did. And yeah, the salary I was on back in 2021 is the same one I'm on now, but what I got back then was worthy of my, like I could live off of that. I was living my own, I was renting, I wasn't owning, but honestly, it's about the same. Costs are about the same. So, for like accommodation, sorry, specifically. Or at least it was when I was first planning on buying, right? So basically what happened with that is I ended up renting, so off those two old flatmates from London, right? The first two I lived with, not the sister and then eventually the brother. One of them actually was moving out of London, but they couldn't sell because of the whole shenanigans that happened in like 2022, I guess. I think the year before this, just weirdly. Where are we going? Figure out what we're doing here. Hey. What are we doing? Turned around. How do we get there again? You just double jump? Can't reach that one. I'm sure there's like a grapple or something. But whatever. Let's just traverse this. I don't think I can get to the top anyway because you need spider ball. Regardless. Yeah, plasma processing. Why am I playing fire? It's not even gonna help me. Yeah, like I'm being shortchanged for 20%. Is the crux of it right now, and that's why I need to find a pension for my job. You know, things might go my way. If they go my way, they sort out the stock options, well then that's fine, because then I'm in a startup culture that I'm accepting of, right? Because that's hard, you know. The sacrifices I make as a normal employee, and because I'm working in the startup, if I don't get those benefits of being in the startup, what's the point, right? That's kind of where I'm at. Can we do this? Why won't I be able to do this? Dang, I can't. I swear I can do this one. I kind of want to. Is there a spider ball? Yeah, I don't think there is. Yeah, is there? Get rid of these for now. We just find the free thing, the thing to scan, right? I think we can do this. I don't know why we wouldn't be able to. That was a nice shot. That was a shot in the century. Okay, it's the first change done. Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't be able to do this. The one opposite. Okay, cool. Okay. I'm really confused why this was marked as blue, unless there's genuinely something I can't reach here. Like, even with a save scum, it's like doable, right? Yeah, it's a Triforce piece. That's good. I don't know if it's as soon as you get all of them, it's done or type thing. I mean, that was an item that said it's blue. It seemed blue to me. It seemed like a full-fledged item. Okay. Anyway, now we've got options. Either go there, or we can go that way. And we need to figure out where both go. One will be vanilla, right? Or like close enough to vanilla, I imagine. He's on Mine's East main quarry. Okay, let's get our health up. He's on Mine's East quarry. I actually need to do a little bit of and phase on Mine's East quarry. Oh, that's the top one. Okay. That's good. That's really good. That means I can actually check a couple of items out. We just saved there. Good. So we might have to save scum. That is just something to be aware of. This feels kind of close to vanilla. So anyway, yeah. I sort all that out. I will more than happily continue. I enjoy who I work for in terms of like the actual operations, the people. You know, I've got history working with them. I like the product. I like what we're making. I actually think we're going to do something good with it. As an idea, startup idea. But I still shouldn't, you know, don't take the mic at the same time, right? I didn't get anything from like not even a message. I would have taken a message for Christmas, like that would be enough for me. Honestly, I'm actually kind of okay with that. But when your actual clients give you something, and it wasn't a cheap thing either, by the way. I you know, it was like low enough to not be like And we're already working with them, don't forget as well, and they're not obviously not trying to poach me because they can't. They can't contractually poach me. So there was no like anti-bribery laws, competition, anything like that. And it was low enough that it's like still fine, and we don't have a handbook either, so we're like everything's compliant. But it was still quite a hefty price, like they paid like more than an average hamper, right? It was a decent hamper. Man, the chocolate truffles and the shortbread I got, so good. I had champagne as well. I actually took it to my dad's for him to have, and we never had it again, so it's still there waiting. But that will be there for me hopefully soon. Go back again. I hope. If not, it's the end of the world. I'm not a big champagne person anyway, but just the gesture of it is like, you know, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, and they did, and that means it means so much to me. But then it also gets me like thinking, you know, and it's like, well, I didn't even get a Merry Christmas like type thing, you know. If anything, my week didn't wind down. Yeah, my week didn't wind down at all. It's first year in a long time. I think I've never had a week where I haven't at least had a form of wind down. You know, in December. Last 2 weeks before Christmas should ultimately wind down. If you work up to Christmas Eve, you really should be feeling the wind down. But if you don't, like the week before should still be somewhat of a wind down, I guess. Especially when you've got a code freeze. You got a code freeze. Maybe it's around here, isn't it, or something? When you got a code freeze, I'm not saying don't code, but you should be doing other things. I never got time to do all those other things because I got lumped with some work that just like really hefty for like 3 days before I go on leave. But hey, whatever, it happened. But then yeah, there's like no actual like, oh yeah, have a good Christmas type situation. Again, if I had my options set up, I would probably not be caring at this point. But because I don't have them set up, that's like huge for me because like, well, I'm an employee then at the moment. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not like there's nothing special about my employment that makes me go, okay, fair enough. So I have to take that into account. Like, what right now is like benefit me working here instead of like a FANG company, etc. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Want to go here first? I think I do, right? But yeah, like, either way, we'll see how things go. Like I do enjoy working with the people I work with, and other than that, it is going good. Like, I will say, but you know, like I'm not mentally in a great place, like in this day and age, right? So I do need from time to time. I need things that are like reaffirming for me that you know, things are worth doing in my life, things worth living for. You know, so if I don't have that, then I need to look at other options because otherwise I'll just depress myself to death. You know. But you know, tell you what, like going home for a few days wasn't good for me. Like I said, I had a good time. Had a really good time. Both sides of the family. Didn't really spend any time with friends, but that's okay. Like, it's not too like it's one of those things again. Like I sort of said last week, I think you just kind of accept it, right? Because you know everyone's like over 35 out of my friends, I believe. Where am I now? Okay, that actually shows me where I am relative to situation. I could possibly get the item in the next room if I play it right. Get on the floor below, potentially. Yeah, that one. Let's get there. Then one will fall off yet either. Where am I trying to get to? Oh, this is like a mini tower. Just get across here somehow. If I drop down there, then don't make that. Try. That one's spiderable, that's always going to be a problem, right? So that's just going to be a problem. Then that puts me here instead. Isn't where I want to be. Don't really want to be down here yet. I might need to get to a save room and then go back up, unfortunately. That's spiderable, so that's fine. We'll just have to do this for now. Guess those two areas aren't connected. We'll just have to figure out when we get back to the top. Not go down the floor. Which means oh, there is an item in here. Yeah, I was gonna say. Look like there was one. Poison, yay. Where is it? Okay. Well, there's a fight here, isn't there? add it there. There we go. Right here. We're checking here, right? I think. Okay. So is there something in here? No, there isn't. But there is a work. If I can get up a floor. Oh, music's getting crazy again. Ah. We possibly want to go this way. Oh, it's actually our beam anyway, so that's convenient. But I hate that gun. But they definitely take a few more hits than. Their normal counterparts. Okay. Good going. Forget what this room has as well. Checking everything. These are just lore. Oh, here we go. There we go, that's what I wanted. We can get up here. Oh, it's this. Let's see. Isn't it just a super style? Certainly simple. There's no thing I have to hit. I always forget how to do this one. What's this room even called? A ventilation shaft. Underneath. Whoops. Do not want to stop the animation. Nope. That's what we're looking for. There we go. Okay. It's only a non-important item, but that's fine. Brass acquired. Okay, so 2 more items. One which I don't know if I can get it, but we're going to try, of course. Not bad. Hopefully that's all. No, not the one. Okay, now there's some more. That's not even a check. Hold on, what's this? Awesome. Oh, that's the map. Okay, cool. We'll take it. I know what we know now. Where are we? Okay, we're there. Another floor to go down there. We might be able to get those items. Oh, ow, ow. Rah. Who do I think? We are, hold on, where are we again? Go back into our room. Good, follow the path and go all the way back down. Few items if we do. It might be worth it. Yeah, fuck it, let's give it a shot. We do want to drop down at this point, I would imagine. This way? Oh great, we're going to have a fight, by the way. I almost want him to absorb enough to attack me, so I can just keep like hitting him with my own attacks, you know? That's a bit close to comfort. There we go. Yeah, actually had to beat that anyway to get through, so probably for the best. Anyway, where are we now? What are we fighting here? Oh. Be able to get this. It's a little bit difficult. It says everyone was blue. I guess because I didn't unlock the other side. Now where did that blow up? Just here. I expected. Okay, I guess. I feel like I've just done a circle here, but I could be wrong. No, we're good. I'll touch it. They're quite lethal, actually, the damage they do. Oh, all that for that. Great. Cool. 20 rings for someone who's already finished the game. Awesome. Okay. We'll definitely need to save though. We'll have a fight as soon as we get back out, but that's okay. We may need that just as a save scum option to go all the way back. I say save scum, at this point we'd probably just teleport anyway. Which is fine. I don't mind doing that. Don't feel disgusting doing that, so. Okay. Oh yes. Oi. Nope, nice. Okay. Great. So this room's kind of tricky as well. We can't finish it because of the what you would call it, the what am I even trying to say? The we'll get there eventually. Oh, excuse me. Spider ball is what I was actually trying to say. Don't know how that took me so long, but here we are. That's fine. They're going to fight now, aren't they? Oh, come on, man. I hate when they do this. Stupid bomber, man. They're just not worth my time. Yeah. Yes, this was expecting more of this. What? I think I'm able to get this one. Okay, so we have to get there somehow, if I remember right. Can we just make the jump here, or do we need... Yes, we do. Yes, we can't make this, right? That's gonna be a problem going forward, but... Let's do that. Oh, that's the last one. Oh well, that's kind of concerning. Hopefully we can make it up here, at least. Oh god. Hold on. Yeah, it's writing. We'll have to use another power bomb, we're good. Okay, we're good. Oh, that's everything on this floor actually, so that's actually not too bad, all things considered. I wonder if I can... Could you still make that? You jump up there. Jump up there. You could. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. I haven't reached the height of that though, so... I'm just going to try that again. I just want to see if I can do a sort of jump. If I can get onto that floor now, that will save us a bit of time. That's good at least. So we did the part 1. Part 2. Can we make it onto this platform there? No, is the answer. No. Which, again, fine. No, not intended. Doesn't bother me. Does mean, however, we'll have to go back to the save room and teleport back. It'll take a little while. We've got some time to kill. I might crack open a beer. No, no. So I could get some like ammo or something still out of that, but never mind. I need to get across there. I don't need to be honest. There's nothing we can do because we can't climb back out, so we're stuck here. But that's fine. What we'll do. Save first. I need to do a quick check on this, don't I? See what the buttons are. The buttons are back to options, all the settings. LMR. Pick one. That should do the trick. If that works. Left shift. Oh, click 0, that's right click. Okay, I see. Because it's 0 based index, so it's right click because that's click 1. I'm being stupid. Oh. This won't even put us back on Talon, will it? It'll put us on. There's a check in there, Chozo. We could do Chozo check. That's cool. But it was necessary. We couldn't go any further, so I'm glad it's got that mechanism in place actually. So now we're back in Chozo. So I don't remember where we actually. I know we're before the boss. Go in and we're still locked out, are we? What makes this unlock again? I actually forget. Well, it could be power bombs, we'll never know. Fantastic. I think I got 0 power bombs. Very concerning right now. That's okay, we can go this way. It's a little long to get around, but we can go. Again, no spider ball, so. Back here though, so that's good. That's right, I want to be. I don't want to go the other way. Yeah, I want to go this way. This is the right way. Yes, one, the underwater one. I'm here, right? We've got a gravity suit now, so we can actually reach it. Wasn't much, but it was something. So, hey. So now we've got to get back to Magma. The usual, you know. think, unfortunately, it would be better to go the other way. That one, but that's fine. I guess I'm still missing the spider ball, which is why I can't access the top side of the Chozo ruins. I'm gonna go back. I think we can get to magma from it. I think we can. I don't think we're talking crazy strats here. This way? On this side? Can we reach up there now? I don't know if I can. Doesn't really matter. I guess. There is a save there, but I'm going to save it until I get to the next area. Yes, there's this ring. And this game is really cool though. I hope 4 does live up to some hype, even if it's not like the greatest Prime game of all time. I hope it's at least somewhat competent. I know Retro had to fix a lot of stuff that Namco Bandai fucked up on. I'm not even sure who the devs were, like, because Namco are usually more renowned for publishing these days. Overworld South. Ooh. Oh, no, that's fine actually. No, that's good, because then that will take us up to the station, which is not perfect, but it will do. Actually getting to odds and ends on our checks as well, which is nice. We've done everything except 2 in the overworld. Oh, that's a point, by the way. This is technically an overworld as well. Just remember that when you think about Prime 4 and it's quote unquote overworld. Because you have to pass through it a lot, but it is just a through. It's a through area. It's not like a must. Yeah, you don't have to go through it every single time you want to go to somewhere new. It's an overworld in the sense that, like, that's the hub for when you want to get to the ship and, you know. Transport to yeah, it's the right one. Cool. Best we got right now, so we'll take it. We could have gone the other. We could have gone Chozo South or whatever. I think that would have got us closer to the magma bit that we want to get to, but that's not the problem right now. So what we need to do next, actually, is we need to go all the way. We need to go back into the top bit again, but don't fall down the lift, go the other way. That should be enough. Let's sprint through this again. There we are. Sorry, come up here. Some enemies have the same HP as they do in normal mode. Not all of them, obviously. Like the pirates definitely have more health. I'll take this. And he says. The HP actually had decided. 3, 6, 9, 11. There's 16 HP? A 16 E-tank game? I don't know. $14 maybe? Right, so where does this actually lead? Let's double check on that. Allen, Overworld, West Root Cave. Ah, gotcha. I see, some of this is set up for later, I just realised. If you have a grapple, it's like the shortcut for... Once you get the grapple, it's like a shortcut is what I'm trying to say. That's a great shot. I like the flashing, it makes her look like she's having eyes flashing before her eyes a little bit, which is kind of cool. Okay. 100% we have to go this way again. One more time. But better this time. This time we're actually going to save, and that will be that. So we can save Skull if we do go too far down again. But I feel we're okay. I feel we're fine. I'm more concerned about actually going the other way to the bottom. I think we can do it though, up to a point. And 15. I think this is just going to be a pure prime session today, unfortunately. I kind of wanted to play some Clear Obscure, but I didn't realise how many checks we had, so there's not really much to do about that, hey. We'll get some more done. Actually, I've also got Prime 4 that I'd like to play as well, so I don't know what we'll do. We'll have to be considering the fact that there is a potential that I need to finish Clear Obscure before the 5th, I think, of January. All the add-ons, unless I can somehow extract the save. If I can extract the save, somehow, I will just buy it. Because I was going to buy it anyway, because I wanted to start doing randomizers. So, wonder how Silksong Rando's going. I'm always wondering about that. Okay, how do I get into this force field? We go down like this, maybe? What's down here? Yeah, there we go. I don't know if this unleashes the force field, but one to go its way. We could save here actually. We're not committed yet. Once we commit though, what can you do? That doesn't look like there's any progress there anyway. Looks like a dead end, so we're good. Doesn't solve my force field problem. That might just be as simple as this. Yeah, it is, really is as simple as that. Oh, sorry, I thought. Where's the other force field? Doesn't really matter. Oh. Yeah, full health again. Yay. This might in that previous room. I'll shoot backwards. It works. Works up to a point. Kind of want to go back, but that's fine. So there's definitely this one, which is an issue, but I think we can solve that by going upstairs, if I remember right. Right, it's not that, I don't think. You can go all the way up and round to unlock that. Ah, that's gonna be the color-coded ones, right? Yeah. Wow, you've gone all the way down. Sure. You're going ham. I like it. Okay. Or has it been unlocked? Right, here's where we solve it. I'm pretty certain. Just as well we've had most of our stuff bought sorted again. Awesome. I'm going to do that first, I reckon, just to be safe. What for this? And it's a trap, even better. How many more we've got? Two more to find. I'm just a little bit concerned we can't. I don't think this is the puzzle room, so I think we're okay. I thought it was the puzzle room first, but no, it's not. The one where you need a spider ball. There's loads of Metroids in the room, but I don't think it is that one, so I think we'll be okay. Nice. Lovely. Where are we? Oh. That's right, clearly. Cameras? Oh, this is the cannon room, isn't it? This actually was more of a... No. There we go. Let's just get killed so we can move on. Unless it doesn't do it here. Maybe it's not quite the bit you would expect it. Oh, that's not good. We'll have to fight them in a second. Oh, let's get out of the way. Hang on, mate. Right, now we can move back to what we know best. I used the right B tanks there, didn't I? Oh, that was possibly the worst shot I've ever taken in real life. Did I get it? I did. Okay. Right. Now we need to get these platforms going. How do we go about doing that? Also items. There's an item at the bottom as well. Bear that in mind. Probably the boss fight. Brilliant. Okay. How do you rotate this? Oh, yeah, you got this, don't you? Okay. And it's that. Just down this side, just yeah, okay, and one more. Yep, not like that. Oh, it's the last one as well. That's the best bit. Well. Red's cultural ball acquired. What's this? Oh. Oh, it's even higher. I see. Okay, so that gets you back down there. But we don't want to go that way this time. So, now I just got to figure out how to get a boy with them. Oh, I think it might just be a Venetian type bitch. Yeah. Maybe style switch. Oh, it's actually a harder enemy, I think, than the other ones. Oh god. Things about me actually. Can't get my way. Keep shooting like this, it seems to be a trick. I'm a little nervous of how Metroid Prime and Ridley's going to go though. Assuming I have to do them. Maybe I can gifted a free victory. I doubt it. At least it's one thing more attacks, I suppose, rather than just lethal. How am I not top of bouncing that? There we go. Jesus. Never end. They never end. Okay. There's one item left that we can get here, and we have to go all the way. After this, we'll have to go all the way back. Yeah. Give me help. Help. Alarm's okay, but I need help. Give me some health. What I asked for, just some health. I'm gonna forget there's some guns or some shit and I'm gonna get owned by them. I can just already tell. Well, they literally, the second I say it. It's even worse because you can't freeze these fuckers. Come around the corner, come around the corner. Has to be done. Has to be done. I see you. Aggressive. Any items? No? Okay, just missiles, I guess. That is okay. I hate this is the option right now. By using missiles, I make it worse because then they want to replace missiles instead of health. They're fantastic. Okay. That's a good one. Let me get black, please. Thank you. There's some Benesium that I can clearly blow up. Yeah, felt like it. Imagine that killed me. Jeez. I should be down below, but I'll take that. Okay. If I can just get back upstairs, then I don't mind too much, because I think there's another save or something. It's not really that close, is it? But it's close enough. See if we can get this done. Or done for the day. Get us to a nice BK mode again. No. Ah yes, that's what I want to do. And we'll top up our health here. Ready. I don't know what I want to do after this though. I'm thinking like I might play some games after, but I don't know if I want a whole sesh where I'm just like playing till like, you know, 4 AM. I don't know if I want that for me. Depends what else. If there's some good streams on, maybe I will. But I still want to go for a walk tomorrow, etc. You know. Stop falling in love, that would be fantastic right now. The greatest thing. It should be phase on as well, right? No, Chozo Ruins East. That's good. Chozo Ruins East, something pool. Okay, that's not bad. East. Collecting pool. I don't know if we're in safe station or... Oh, we'll work out from the map, I guess. Aha, well, that's pretty obvious what that is. That would be this one. Gives me one check and one other entrance, so that's actually not the end of the world. Okay, we'll save here then. Nice. This is that big hole with all the things that absorb you, right? Suck you up. Yeah. Theoretically, let's explore this first. He's on Mines West Processing Center. Perfect. This first, and then we can come back to the yellow ones. He's on Mines Processing Center, right? There's only 2 ways in, so it has to be that. I think, yeah. Cool. I don't actually think I can technically get any items here, but I could save scum. I'm thinking about save scumming anyway. I already told people I'll probably save scum today. If I can allow it. Once you go down, you can't go back up. That's the one downside here. And we'll just be in the same situation as last time, I guess, where I technically will be stuck. You know, yeah, it is this room. Okay. So actually in this room. Yes, there is. I'll take it down slowly. Yeah. Oh god, did I already fuck up? Am I already fucked up? Did indeed. Maybe we can get away with this. I don't even know if this is actually that important. I think we have to go below. Drop down. And there's even more. Not like over here. It will always tell you when there's a Bendesian wall, so that bit I'm chill with. Hello here though, because that's where Spider Ball tech is, so. Where's this Bendesian wall? I feel like it's there or something. Where are you? What is this room called? Liaison Processing Center. This. How do we get back up? We can, can't we? This way. Just feel like this platform does something, right? Surely. Surely there's logic to why I need this platform. I could be wrong. Maybe this is just to get back across. what's processing? This area even called phase on mines. Yes, yeah, this isn't a good guide. What Davenport games? Missile expansion. Okay. Side of the room. Down there. So, oh no, more like this way. Okay, okay, let's try go back down. I think it's this way. It is. Hey. Brilliant, I guess. Wow, hey, we're learning stuff, I need my tracker back up, sorry, give me a second. We just got that, then we need to go... We're going to just save scum. I don't care. There's 2 rooms. Ah, shit, have I gone too low? What was that? No, no. That was... Go through... Do need to go this way. That was rough. All good. There's a way back up, I'm almost certain. Forgot them all. Stuck on here, won't try and jump. Right, 11.9, jeez, it's near midnight. The good news is I don't think my opposite neighbours are here at the moment, so because of Christmas still, but just her. Everyone else, yeah. How do I get up here? Oh, you could still get up here. Concerning. Don't know what's that way. There's a door. So I'm level 2 right now, right? So I feel like that's the elevator. I wish I kind of didn't fuck that up. I don't think we can do anything here unless we're really good at bomb jumps. Or we try something like this. Yeah. Wait, what? How do I get past this? Other side of the gate. Well, in that case, we can't progress any further. See if I can get that check one more time, but I don't think we can. Not in the world, it's technically it's not meant for now, so... Oh, actually, can I use that to my advantage? Wait, that whole room was set. I can use this to my advantage, but maybe I can. Yeah, maybe I do. Actually, maybe shortcuts here. Well, there was a way we could get back up at least to there. So I'm almost certain there is. There is. Begs the question. I guess you end up in game getting your items here. Right, we'll work it out. You get the spider ball down here, right? So it makes sense. Okay, here we go. Oh. Good old rock slide. Guess what I'd expect, I guess. I don't feel like I got the last one. I haven't been here, but I don't think I have. It's the first time. Where the fuck am I? I'm actually. Oh. It was a way out. Technically. Was a way out, technically. I know where we are. Okay, I actually do know where we are. Fantastic. Didn't know this lead to that, but okay. Oh shit. We're on level 2 then, right? We're on level 1. No, on level 2. I think we're done then. I think we're done. I'm probably going to call it in a second. Your war. You know I need. I don't know what to get for takeaway today. And nothing, it's either going to be like a late pizza, which this time of night, honestly, it's technically a Sunday, right? Well, not just a technicality, it literally is a Sunday. I'm not really sure what I can get yet. McDonald's will be open, obviously. What else? Taco Bell might be open. A little pricey for what I order though. I think next year, if I do takeaways at all, min orders, saver menus, things like that. And just gorge out and stuff as well. That's probably half the issue. Anyway. Okay, well that explains that bit. After the fact, you can't get out. Find a save room first though. Where are we going? We need to find a save room. We have to go the other way again. Yeah, we can get back, right? Save room. That's going to change everything and we get back to where we need to be. Save room down here. Is this a map room, is it not? Yeah. Every variation corner. Shooting myself here if we can go over it. Easy. Kind of. Aha, here it must be. Let me in. Let me out, let me out. Okay. Save. Hang on midnight. Ideal. I'm just going to leave it here. I'm going to leave it here. You can always come back and just do the warp as soon as we get back, right? So I'm going to leave it there. And yeah, we've gone from, hold on. We've gone from, in fact, give me 2 seconds. Cool. We've gone from 57 out of 100 checks to, I'll tell you very soon how we're doing, to 76 out of 100. We're over 3/4 of the way. We did 19 checks. So that's good. So there's only 24 checks left in the game. Feel less bad. Yeah, getting closer to 24, etc. But yeah, I will see what I could send out, what I've sent out to people, report on it, and yeah, that'll be that. I'm not ill, I tell you. But anyway, that is going to be it for me today. It's been 7 days since I finished SM64, by the way, and it's been 11.2 days since I completed Hollow Knight, which is very interesting. But anyway, that's going to be it for now. I should be back tomorrow, actually. I'm not sure what time yet. We'll figure that out. Close to the end of the month, though. This is all I can do for now. Until I get the spider ball, that's everything, I think. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But if I come back tomorrow, it might be Metroid Prime 4. I would probably plump on it being post-game content for Clear Obscure Expedition 33, because I really want to get that finished. Then I'll see if I can buy it in a sale. I need to buy it on PC though, because it's very cheap at the moment. On PS5 it's like $27.99 actually. I saw it somewhere in Argos, I think it was. Pretty cheap, but I think I'm going to buy it on PC because I want to do my randomizers. It's more for randomizers than anything. I might buy a PS5 copy eventually though, so I can, you know, have a consistently performing copy, because I play on controller anyway. But yeah, that's going to be it. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you had a good one, and I will see you next time. Cheers.